Hello and welcome to Paganello. I'm Stefan Rapazzo
Signore e
here
signori,
with Giovanni
diamo
Santucci.
il
We're at
benvenuto
the open final.
al
We've made
presidente di
it
Romagna
the
Acqua,
penultimate
Tonino
final. One
Bernabé, che
remains
farà il
in the
lancio
mixed
iniziale
division
di
after
questa
this.
finale
But we've got
Open.
the game that everybody was anticipating we might get, Chopo. We've got Ultimate
Please welcome to
Perro
the
taking on
president of
Jetset
Romagna
Open.
Acqua,
What do you
Tonino
like about this
Bernabé.
game, Chops?
Well, first of all, the two rosters tagged with pretty much star players in their own team.
Vai, vai,
So now we
più
gotta,
forte che puoi.
you can see
3, 2,
Steph,
1.
this is the president of
Oh!
Romagna region.
Bene, bene, è rimasto in campo.
As per
Grazie,
se,
grazie
as a fraction
mille.
of Emilia
Grazie al
Romagna.
presidente Tonino Bernabé di Romagna Acque.
Sorry, is the president Antonio Bernabé of Romagna Acque, is an association here that helped develop and project Paganello, probably. And so now here we are ready for the real pool.
We get the first pull and the real pull, and now we're underway indeed. So,
Tiny
Jetset coming to the line.
Tiny break to start the game for Phil Kai, Wall City player that now plays for Spain here.
First under comes Ravier. Spins around, high stall count, finds Bontemps. Leads one deep, a little bit too deep, and they turn one over on the first asking.
Yeah, the disc was well put, but I think it was a bit too much of a spin and a flick in this forehand, and actually Elias Ravier couldn't get to it. It was basically a big give and go. Ravier Bontemps and Ravier again.
So Troiano goes back to Monterde. He finds one of the two American Germans, Phil Kay, and now back to Troiano. Looking for the under there, does not take it. Around to Troiano. Troiano takes the up line. Monterde. Another gainer. Troiano. Spanish
Oof,
taking their time,
sweet.
chiseling away on this break chance early in the game. Troiano comes all the way back around.
This is nice. This is nice to look at, just
And
to watch.
Phil Kay wide open by the time they get there. You're absolutely right, Chopo. It was quite nice to watch that offense.
Yeah, it worries me to see that all at once, all five player of Jetset Open suddenly stopped guarding and marking. So maybe they thought it was already in. They were done. I don't know. But anyway, 1-0 for the Spaniard, and ultimate Perro is leading.
And I mean, I guess ultimate pero feo, as far as my limited knowledge of Spanish goes, ultimate but ugly is what the translation means. So any insight into that, we'd love to know. Let us know in the chats.
Yeah.
Let us know anything in the chats that you're feeling, that you're liking, that you're watching, who you think's going to win, how you think it's going to go down. We got some Jetset fans. Somebody who can't watch it now, but that's the good thing about it. You can watch it when you want. Watch it live is always best by my estimation, but
Yeah.
when you can't happen, you got options.
Yeah, also 'cause after this finals, WhatsApp chats and team groups go fire.
Heymans. Nice break with the backhand to Bontemps. Hammer goes deep to Kran, and he can't handle it. Great bid, but the throw just a bit too up and away.
Yeah, the disc really synced straight into the hand of Landa. That was actually well coordinated and jumped pretty fairly good. Sorry, but couldn't hold him to it.
Gaffney to Jimenez. Jimenez goes deep. Iturmendi on the receiving end.
Oh.
And that is 2 breaks in a row to open the game in a rematch where they always say how hard it is, Chopo, to be able to beat the same team twice in a tournament. They lost already, did Perro. How important is it to be coming out like this against Jetset?
Well, it helps for sure to have played a game, and maybe it helps even more to have lost that game, so that you can savor that bitterness and learn from your own mistake. Now, Jetset obviously is trying to get the score as fast as they can, but apparently they cannot get a real sense of flow into this point. I don't know if it was for the very well done poaches on the handler or the man-to-man cover deep field, but that was a nice couple of defense for ultimate Perro.
Perro chasing that pull hard as Decran cuts inside, and Kay almost broke up that play. Ravier dumps back, and now Heymans. Heymans gets the under to the clapping Decran. Decran brings back, and then right into the back of Troiano, but Desmarais somehow keeps the possession alive off the tip.
What just happened?
Now the throw, Desmarais open, and they cash in finally, but they are 2 breaks behind, 1 because of the flip.
What just happened? I mean, there was a completely free man on the upline pass, but the flick was already released, and Troiano basically tipped it for Desmarais. Pretty lucky here. Let's see how long can it last in this game. Luck and not talent.
So Sara Rahali coming in with some info that Ultimate Perro were undermanned in their first outing against Jetset, so now they've got their full roster. I wonder who was missing. Let us know in the chats. Jimenez, leading throw. That one from Pasco through Dalmau. Jimenez. And Dalmau gets a slippery one there, but somehow hangs on. But throws behind, and Pascal can't handle.
Not good.
So Jetset now. Van der Oost sends across to Smeset. Van der Oost goes around to Spalholz, the big Austrian. He throws, and the gainer goes. Everybody says inbounds right away. Van der Oost goes deep. Van den Broek is there and uses the body well to keep Jimenez away and cashes in a score for Jetset. And that's a break.
Yeah, no win. So this throw stayed inbound and was catchable. Also thanks to that, because we saw many flicks and backhands picking up the wind and just ending out of bounds with a whiff of wind.
So this a rematch of the very first game of the tournament, Chopo.
Yeah, exactly.
First round action on Friday, being played again here, on Saturday, here on Monday. It's Easter Monday.
Yeah,
Ain't no joking about it.
no joke.
Phil K comes under.
Nice look under here.
Slices one inside. Up the line, Troiano. To the mano.
Completely alone. No counting here.
Troiano launches deep. The chase is Lorenzo. And it's knocked away by the Belgian defense. Moyerson got the hand to it.
Yeah, it's pretty mad. I think he missed the step there.
Now deep the other way. Dan Desmarais throws an absolute perler, tape to tape and beyond, and makes Vanderos look very good cashing it in.
Yeah, Dan Desmarais is on sand. He has become basically a handler kind of a player. And I guess maybe the transition will be also on grass in the upcoming big year. So we'll see more of these flicks around and less maybe of those 6 guys that we saw in the end zone. But here we are, Jetset 3, get back on top against Ultimate Perro. Let's go, guys, give us some show.
Game of runs, 2 in a row and then 3 in a row the other way. Jimenez breaks the field to Dalmau, and now Iturmendi. Iturmendi to Jimenez. Dalmau comes under. Gaffney, you see the Belgian defense is definitely tightening up in the last few points.
Definitely.
Iturmendi. He goes back, Dalmau finds center. Pasco to Dalmau. Chipping away, working for every single meter here. Pasco. Desmarais jumped in the lane there and got away with it, but Iturmendi was open for a moment.
It's pretty remarkable. The flow.
And the throwaway there, no foul
mistake.
called.
I was just saying, pretty remarkable the flow with which Jetset switch during defensive rhythm and points.
Vandenbroek, middle of the field for another break if they can cash in here. A strong line of offensive contributors out here for what is a D line. Smesat goes to the dump space.
Both teams look tired now.
Wudas to the end zone. Not quite in, but Desmarais keeps his toe inbounds. Now opens it up. Vandenbroek catches trailing edge dramatically almost. And they are on the board for another in a row.
Yeah, Perro needs to stop the bleeding right now and just focus on the basics, on the fundamentals, on what they can do and they have to do, so that they can stop some of the junky and poachy defense of the Belgians. So this is, I think, a timeout, and we can go into a little break for a couple of ads.
Yeah, we'll take ourselves a break here too and be right back with more action. And
we're
back.
back in. Quick timeout. Here's Steph.
4-2 Jetset with 4 in a row. And we need to see this Spanish team find their rhythm for a whole point again, because they were, as you said it last time, Chopo, looking pretty good, taking, churning away the Spanish style.
Yep,
But the turnover came, the mistake, it came.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know why, but the Spanish team stopped using the whole width of the field and just looked ahead a couple of times more. Now, big hug. There's the chance to get this.
Chase is on defense all over it. Spaalholz breaks up the play, and the Belgians will get another chance.
I actually think it was Phillips who got the touch on that disc, Steph.
Was it Phillips?
Spaalholz was just there for extra safeness.
Extra support. You can
You
do
know,
it.
you know that I like to invent English word from my ITA English vocabulary.
Van der Oost to Phillips. Far sideline, Moyerson. Spaalholz to Bontemps.
Nice defense.
Bontemps wide to Spaalholz, and Holtzy look into the end zone. Spaalholz shovels it forward. Moyerson right back to Spaalholz, and now with 5 in a row, this looks troublesome for the Spaniards.
Yeah, they look they're in a bit of a slump. They don't seem to find a way out of this tunnel. Individually, the talent is here. Actually, many of them play in the same team. Some of them play in the same team. Not many, but I don't know. Before the game, I put my money onto the Spain team, stuff.
Well, it ain't over yet, Chopo. Your money doesn't look like smart money now, but that's why they play these games right to the end.
Exactly.
I've seen a game or two that the momentum has shifted, if you can believe it, Chopo.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you were a momentum shifting player.
Well, I'll brag later, but for now, we'll talk about these wonderful athletes. Iturmendi goes back, and Romano through Gaffney. Dalmau back to Romano. Inside throw, Iturmendi. Gaffney leads one out, and Pasco receives, and they needed that one.
Yeah. So let's see. I wanna to observe the game a little more, and then I'll tell you something, Stefan. Let's see if I'll be
Ora
right or wrong.
5-3 per Jetset in maglia
Even though
bianca.
there's no right or wrong in sports, it's just winner and loser.
Gaffney very safe with that floaty backhand to make sure the score. Here's a look at Jimenez, one of the defensive standouts for the Spanish nationals.
I have to say hi to Dante from the chat. Hey Dante, what's up from Belgium? Oof, almost
Big bid,
get that.
but Desmarais keeps his hands on it. Goes into the dump space for Vianden. And big bid from Heymans to keep it alive.
Really good layout save.
And another one just had to reach Vianden. Zipped through the middle, and there's the turnover. Lorenzo takes it away. Is there a break back available? There's a first under. Now Jimenez, bid on the hip.
My goodness, they're close.
Lorenzo goes to Jimenez and finds the goal. The break back to within 1, 4-5. They're still alive.
Well, Dante Marais already stopped running when the disc was through to him, so I mean, the layout was necessary, definitely. But I mean, the throw was definitely the mistake. And now, Steph, we go into a game of 5-4 with a bit of rain to refresh our thoughts and emotion here at the Paganello Arena.
The Eurodisc Arena here at Paganello 2024. My first iteration of this historic tournament, 33 years of history. And the open final is unfolding in front of our eyes here. It looked like a strong Jetset advantage, but the hold and break by Perro turns this game back on its head.
Something
Heymans.
happened in the middle of the field.
A lot of space for the handlers to operate. Demarais goes deep and the throw goes to him. High take, very casual look to shovel pass, then crosses the field. Great vision as always, Dan Demarais.
Yeah, I mean, the throw, to be perfect, that throw should have been 20 centimeters longer. But yeah, Heymans so far is slinging the disc, catching the disc, moving around. It's really, I think, the main character of this Jetset offense right now.
Yeah, he's doing a big part of the lifting, as he tends to do on a lot of the teams he's been playing with as of lately. When times get tight, Dan plays every line.
Yeah, true. But still, for me, Heymans now is
having one.
Is having the top game now for Jetset.
Gaffney to Troiano. K comes under. K goes deep. Jimenez, and the throw is a scintillator.
Wow. Wow.
Beautiful throw by Phil K to Jimenez.
Nice. It slowed down to get into the end zone together with the cutter. It's like a symphony. This is actually the first point where the Spain team is able to score on a hook, because as so far the Perro were scoring only when they were bringing the disc above the midfield into a more complex and order way of attacking. And when they threw it long, it was when they got the 4 breaks in a row.
Hits the
Nice.
ground, lands in, rolls out.
Perfect pull. Almost perfect pull.
Lander to Heymans. Nothing to throw to. Heymans goes wide and around. Still in their end zone, back centered to Heymans. Lander to Crane. He goes deep, but Javier is there, and the throw works. Trailers Demarais, and he outruns everybody. And a nice, easy-looking finish to that, staying up by 2, 7-5.
Yeah, there was a kind of a miscommunication, and unfortunately Romano was like drawn towards the disc instead of chasing the man going deep, and sort of just gave up. He tried to screen the hug, nothing they could do, and easy score.
Easy scores. Speaking of easy, pressing that like button, nothing's been ever been more easy than that. So simple. Slide your finger, your mouse to the thumb, and give a click. Chopa an Olympic-themed party last night. We won't go into great details, but Paganello is renowned for its social aspect. They have prizes every year for party behavior. Whoever wins the party,
Yeah.
best dressed, wins a free registration the next year. There was a lot of good costumes out last night for the Olympic theme.
Yeah, definitely not a good costume. Yours was actually one of the best.
Thanks, Chopa. You recognize greatness very clearly.
Yes.
And
Time.
Romano takes the under. Troiano. Ooh, nice hands by Romano. Pasco. Straight in the guts.
This is Spain. This is Spain.
Troiano. Gets Monterde.
Oof.
In the middle, Pasco now sideline to Gaffney. Gaffney searching for anything, goes wide and around. Great throw. Hangs one high. Pasco does take it and
Nice.
chips one in to Monterde for the goal.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. Quick give and go. Stop the flow. Swing it around. There were some close calls on that top corner, but I mean, Jetset want to win this game. It's not easy.
Oh no. Winning a prestigious Paganello championship is not going to be easy. It's going to take the full tank to get there. And there is plenty left to drive with Perro within 1, 6-7.
Here with the pull.
Ravier to Demarais. Demarais shovels one to Bontemps.
Forcing flicks. The Spanish.
Inside throw, great throw to Demarais. Villen
Almost scuba time.
winds up the hammer and throws to Bontemps. Bontemps isolating, but nothing comes good. And Iturmendi gets the flailing hands to it for the D.
Now Spain got a big chance.
Dalmau gets the first one to go. K is asked too much as that throw from Lorenzo was low.
I don't know if the backhand would have been my throw of choice in that situation.
Yeah, it seems like it should have come from the other side of the body.
But you know, momentum.
First throw comes under. Now the deep shot for Demarais. He's got space and he's got himself another Eurodisc in hand. That makes it 8-6 for the Belgians.
Once Perro drops the disc, they they tend to find themselves in a not well-positioned setting, defensively talking, and in those cases, then Demarais goes to his old role as a cutter, and just outruns everybody to the end zone. Yeah, it was a pity that they missed this chance to break.
Indeed. 15 minutes remaining. 2-point lead. Romano signals readiness and Spalholt sends the pull.
Tiny break.
There's the crowds full in the tribune. Romano, and he asked a lot of Monterde, who couldn't deliver. Now Phillips and Jetset going the other way.
It's a big mistake if they break this.
Spalholz goes inside. Wudas back to Spalholz.
Close gaps here.
Phillips fakes the hammer, then Spalholz, and the foul called, accepted as well. Back in play. Moyerson
Same throw, backhand for Holzman.
puts the hammer. Spalholz is there.
Yes.
Great target to be thrown to. Spalholz gets himself thrown open to, and that stretches the lead to 3 now to make it 9-6 and just a little bit more comfortable if you're a Belgian.
Yeah. Things seems to go the way that the Jetset Open team wants it to go. 9-6, and Perro can't keep the consistency they need throughout the offense they are having, and so I think that they need to, for sure, close and narrow the gap defensively, but also sharpen the mind offensively.
The first throw is contested by Decran as they put a zone on, and Dalmau not happy with himself after letting that one go to ground.
Unfortunate drop.
Van der Oost goes back to Desmarais, and the wide around to Bontemps. Desmarais. Lefty over top, taken away, Iturmendi. Romano, Dalmau, and throws straight to Desmarais.
Wow.
It's up, and
Whoa.
Romano does have a chance. The turnovers are piling up on this point.
Feline movement by Romano on the ground to get the disc.
Dalmau. It's
Oh.
okay. He doesn't have to bid, but he was ready to. Iturmendi, Dalmau. Looking to the dump space, back upfield, leads K in for a goal. And that's a lot more comfortable than 10-6 when it's 9-7.
Yeah, if they can get to that sense of calmness in front of the end zone, Perro can really outmaneuver Jetset and find the easy score. But now they had 2 drop in the same point. I wonder why in this case it's always on the team that is trailing that these drops happen.
Well, I mean, I guess that's a big question or story of momentum. And when things are going right, they just keep going right. And when they're going wrong, they tend to keep going wrong. Let's see if Perro can shake their inferior momentum thus far in the game. Picked up by Vienne. Now Phillips floats one up, and that's out of bounds. That's another chance for Perro. Crowd likes it, of course, cheering for the underdogs. Okay. Troiano He wanted the big one. He's taking it. Monterde is there. A pair of Jetset defenders came and made the reception too difficult. Phillips. Vienen throws low. Ravier keeps it alive. Throw to Demarais. Demarais goes back to Heymans. Heymans gets the inside throw. Demarais again. Ravier on the run. Dan wants to throw that. He does go back to Heymans in the dump, and now the big throw from Heymans, and Iturmendi does very good to suck him in. Troiano to Pasco. Pasco back to Troiano. Break here would be huge, Chopo. Flow and the wind is up, and everybody gets contacty on this one. Iturmendi comes up claiming foul. So back in the hands of Iturmendi. And the upfield gets turned over right away, and Jetset get it right back. Demarais. Vieja into the corner, but not in for goal. Phillips goes backwards. Vieja. Wild action here. Another turnout, though. The Spaniards gave it up right after the timeout. Phillips in for goal. Demarais. And that one makes it 10-7 and stretched back to 3. A chance there to just really keep it tight for the Spaniards, but given right back to the Belgians, Chopo.
Yeah, they feel the rush of converting those points, those chances that they get, and they feel the urge to do it in a quick and effective way, because they drop the disc so often in this game that they now want to keep it less possible in their hands and try to score without throwing it and making the classic Spanish give and go style of play that we saw so many times this year.
And a dropped pull is just about the last thing you could ever want to happen, ever. It does make it 7-11. That's the only silver lining about that, but a rough string of events for the Spanish there after the timeout, turning it over, and then a drop pull right after.
Yeah. What's your favorite item, food from 7-Eleven.
Oh, a Slurpee Chopo.
What flavor? Which
Grape.
Grape?
Yeah, purple. Give me the
purple one.
purple. Purple water ship. Sugar water purple.
Okay.
That's, yeah. Is that an Eddie Murphy or a Dave Chappelle? I think Dave Chappelle.
I actually heard that the turkey sandwich for Thanksgiving is quite good. Quite good as this Jetset hop offense, you would say.
Yeah, Jetset is pouring it on right now, making the Spaniards really have. Yeah, they've made them uncomfortable now, no doubt. Romano throws hard to Monterde, now Gaffney. He gives a backhand, and Romano hangs on. The around throw goes, and now for goal, Gaffney's there. Another one on the board, 8-11. Still in favor for Jetset.
Yeah, if they can get that disc to get moving and those feet to run around, they can actually get a nice blow and get the not easy but deserved score that they got now. Look at this nice inside fake around, pivoting, going over the shoulder, quick and sharp pass to the end zone. Gaffney is finding themselves ready to lay out to secure the disc in front of the defense. Huge pull here from Romano.
Oh, and just a bit too huge. Just a bit too huge.
Tiny break. For those who know Rick and Morty. Here, let's see if Jetset can get to one score, to 1 point towards the end. I see the finish line now.
Desmarais goes big and hangs up for Phillips. Should stay in bounds, but not the right throw. Dan not happy with himself as that one goes into the crowd.
I mean, it was the right pass, but not the right throw.
Big shot goes Iturmendi, but that one had way too much spin on it from Romano.
I mean, Iturmendi was at the same level of the disc. This was his triple cut. He is fast, but the space you need to cover to get just a right hook. I mean, if you throw the right hook and you get caught, you already have to run a lot. Imagine if you push it a bit too hard, there's a bit of wind. Now the wind is coming from the right to the left for those who are watching from home.
Phillips. Ravier. Throws to Desmarais. Deep throw was available, but good defense on the mark. Ducran leads for Desmarais and leads him just a bit too far. Waves an apology, but Don can't get to this one.
Yeah, it's really tough to get this kind of
1 minute left.
tense
1 minute left.
leading pass into the end zone from the back. It's really tough to get them right and not to get them either higher or longer like this time.
Iturmendi scoops over top to Romano.
Jetset open is giving the Spanish a hard time.
Inside to Pasco. Filke. Iturmendi.
Nice.
Nice continuation there. Lorenzo to Kay. Kay trying to wait things out, but that stall count keeps mounting. Lorenzo back to, well, now Lorenzo gets it from Romano.
Yeah.
K
The time is over.
Oh.
leads to the corner, and great patience. Now the time is over. It happened before that score.
Thank you, please. The captain from Chimera, please come to the main desk. Capitano
He
del
took a
Chimera,
great deal
per
of it,
favore,
love
alla
for the
main
camera.
desk. Grazie.
Well, let's see. So the score was indeed before the time is over. So it's this point +1. It could be to 12. It could be to
If it was
13.
before that, it should be +1 now.
Now, oh yeah, yeah, it was
If
before.
everybody agrees on the field that went before the point was scored, it should be game to 12.
Looking at this assist by Philip Kai, look, it's just like it's one of those players that have an advantage also in the attitude, the body attitude, because it doesn't look focused in the throw. He's always relaxed, like he's a casual thrower. And then it's just a sharp assist.
Yep, very well done by K. Deep shot goes. Could this be for the championship? Too far. Demarais thinks about it, but would have had to be launching into a pile of people. So, time to extend for Perro.
So this is the last point, Steph. That was the last point, so it's game to 12. That's what I meant. Heard it from the sideline, heard it through the sideline.
How much longer will you be mine? All right, I'll stop. Back in play.
You're too good of a singer, Steph.
Yes, sir. Troiano to Romano.
Oof.
Lorenzo comes under. And then into the corner, Jimenez.
Romano
Gets a
my
play
goodness.
from Romano. Now puts it deep. Monterde has
Wow.
space in front of Demarais. He twists the body. Now to Jimenez. And why not break him this late in the game? 10-11. Perro are not done yet.
Preservation of greatness. Romano is the example of it.
11,
Disc,
10,
layout,
Jetset,
hack.
partito 11-10
Not
per
exactly.
il 17 maglia bianca. Adesso
Not
sarà la squadra che
exactly
arriva a
preservation
12.
of greatness. I remember it did it at all point 100%.
No quit in them. And the spoils of victory are paid by the end of that hard work.
Look at that jump. Not because it was needed, but much more because it was to secure the coordination, not risking to trip and get this disc, falling back, taking the disc surely and firmly with his hand and getting that assist right into the hand of Jimenez.
Well, that pole goes straight out the back. So tiny brick for Phillips and his Jetset compatriots. How long can they hold him off? Decran takes it in the dump space.
Could have been a swing. Now looking for
Inside
the net.
low throw, taken away. Pop to Troiano. He's got a bit of space now. Inside, in the middle. Right back to Dalmau. And we're going to Universe Point. The Spaniards have no quit in them. It's 11 apiece. Game to 12. And that is 2 breaks in a row to get us here.
Second layout D caught in the face of Dan Demarais, the man himself, by the same
Universe Point.
man. Tank top man, number 24, Robin. No, sorry, it's the number 8. or
Diego
7.
Lorenzo.
Diego Lorenzo, sorry. And Diego Lorenzo got the second time the disc while laying out. So now we got to enjoy our most deserved.
Universe point.
Yes.
So it's all on the line here. Universe point. Open final. Paganello 2024. Rimini, Italia. Perro and Jetset, 22 points played, but only one. This next one matters now. Pull goes up, and not the best pull of the day. It clears the building, and everybody was pretty excited about that potential. Diego Lorenzo takes a bow for his work in treating the fans.
Did I jinx it? Did I jinx it? Should I shut up?
It's possible you jinxed it, but you don't need to shut up. You'd be useless to me here if you did that.
Nothing said.
Heymans to Decran. Championship point. As Benji Reese would put it, it's a multiverse point. Decran goes to Heymans. Heymans to Spauholz. Back to Heymans. Fakes. Now the under comes Decran. They are grinding for these resets. Hard work all over the place. Spauholz now has a step. Decran on the front foot. Doesn't put it right away. Now puts it. Spauholz is there. Jetset are your Paganello champions for 2024 as Alexander Spauholz cashes in the goods for the final point on this Universe Point barn burner.
Wow. I mean, they kept calm and collection until the very end, where they found this same side, up line, forward pass, nice flick, straight to the hand of the big Austrian man, descended from the Alps like Hannibal to conquer Italy in this Easter weekend.
A beautiful Easter weekend, Easter Monday. It's also April Fool's Day, so I will remind you to pay close attention to all these live streams and make sure that we're not trying to prank you on anything, because it could be the case. But otherwise, Paganello Championship Day, what a treat for us to be here and for us to be able to bring this to you back home. We're going to get out of here because we'll be right back in. One final remaining Chopo is Buffalo, Golden Buffalo versus Chimera. Any thoughts on that before we head off?
Yeah, we saw them play and we saw the Starful roster. So, I mean, I think it's the right final for the right weekend.
All right, that is what is up next. We will find out how it shakes out. For now, Jetset are your champions in the open division. For Giovanni Santucci, I am Stefan Rapazzo. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, Ultimate.
ULTI.TV.